One of the biggest challenges in street photography is finding inspiration close to where you live. And that is exactly what I'm doing these days, in my hometown, Amsterdam. Alright, the time has come for me to chase again in Amsterdam. Because in the past few years, I have been going out of the Netherlands in order to feel inspired and to hunt for images. And I've kind of ignored this city where I live in. I also find it a bit difficult here to photograph. I know it too well, I've done it too often, but that's exactly why I should do it again. To break through this ignorance and maybe even fear. And also a bit of resistance in me. So let's see what I will catch, if I will catch something. To start my photo hunt, I chose to come here to the east of Amsterdam, to a neighbourhood that's called Bajeskwartier, the prison neighbourhood. I've come specifically to this neighbourhood as this is one of my favorite areas in Amsterdam. A lot of things are coming together. It used to be a kind of an undefined space, but now it's being very much developed by real estate companies. But you can see behind me there's a lot of different buildings. There are old buildings, new villas, there's the financial district, there even used to be a prison, but it's demolished, which is a pity because I thought it was a really nice building. And there's an industrial area and it's being developed, but still it's kind of one of these places where you can see the city from a distance and find a nice kind of undefined area to start off with. Well, the light is perfect, the temperature is perfect, the location is interesting. It is usually a perfect mix for disaster, because sometimes if it seems too easy, it is. Boy, was I right. Street photography can be quite a mental process. It is about getting up and go out there, and about staying there even if nothing seems to be happening. In places like these, I'm usually waiting for some kind of a miracle. You can sense that something might happen, but if there's no action for hours and hours, it can get quite frustrating. Sometimes it even feels like a waste of time. I walk, and at some point I start to photograph everyone and everything that moves. You never know if something will come up. That's the difficult part of this type of photography. But it's also the magic of the unexpected. And then it finally happened. The miracle. So this day, this is a perfect example of how emotions can shift during a photo hunt. I walked around in this neighborhood. I never left it actually. And I photographed some people on bikes and walking and just passing by, but nothing special, nothing that would move me or amaze me or no emotion. And I felt like the energy was leaving my body, and I was wondering, asking myself, why am I doing this again? And then it happened. I mean, suddenly things can change. And then this boy appeared with his toy car out of the blue. And I'm not sure if I have a good picture, but I had this interaction and I was intrigued. It made my heart move. So it is these things that I do it for, this feeling. And then after things happen. After you see way more, once you're like triggered and open and you saw something, then usually you see even more. Once you have experienced the miracle of the unexpected, everything seems to be happening all in once. It's funny how this same place that was so uneventful and desolate turns into this candy store full of possibilities. And then it was time to go home. On my way back, I came across this crowd of football supporters, and as they were not so keen on being photographed, I decided not to push it. A few days later, I decided to try my luck again at the prison neighborhood. There was not much going on, and as it was weekend and the first days of spring, I knew where to look for more people. I like to observe how people react to these first days of a new season. Well, in the Netherlands, you can see a bit of everything. When it comes to feeling inspired in the city I live in, I think I needed this kick in the ass. Once I forced myself into creating, it became more natural, as it has become part of my system again. And so Amsterdam is turning back into being a playground for me. It doesn't really matter how far you have to travel to get inspired. It is about rediscovering the hidden miracles in everyday life. When that happens, even the place you're so familiar with can be full of surprises.